Welcome into Taco Bowler Gaming. My name is Taco Bowler. Today we are beginning a new campaign, bringing back in the game Victoria 3. This is on the new 1.2 patch. It released as I'm recording it yesterday, and I played a little bit of a game in the United States yesterday, and seemed to be going much faster, at least from what I remember it. So we're going to try and bring this game back and at least give a go at 1.2. Hopefully we can finish the run. Now, I did load this up with Hegemon as a thing, so we might get that one as an end game, but we are going to be playing as Prussia. We're going to be going for, I believe it's called the Berlin Conference, where we have to own 10 unincorporated states in Africa, as well as forming Germany. And I forget what that one is exactly called, but well, we'll get that. Hopefully. So yeah, I've done a little bit of reading up on things, but not overly sure exactly what we need, other than I know we need nationalism, because nationalism is what allows us to begin thinking about forming the North German Federation. In order to form Germany, we need 19 out of 30 state regions in Germany, North German and South German countries, to be controlled by us. Let me make sure this is mute so that we don't have the alarm going off at the end of the episode. So that's going to be a tall order, but Prussia is still Prussia, hopefully. So we should be somewhat okay on that. Now, I know that we're going to need construction and stuff like that, so we have Man of War's input shortage. Can I buy Man of Wars? I'm not sure if I can. That would be this one, right? Yes, that is a Man of War. And it looks like I can. There's some here. That will be sufficient. So hopefully that's good enough. Now, so here's our market. That's great to know. So we do have some German states here in the British market, so that could be somewhat problematic, but a lot of this is in our market. That's excellent to know. Of course, the Austrian market, with Austria going there, is what it is. So let's take a look here. The unused construction production. That's right. Alright, so a customer's union with Lip is currently at risk of breaking. So let's go over here and let's find Lip. That's not the country. There it is. Open diplomacy. And I guess just begin improving relations. And I might start bankrolling them. That's not going to cost me very much, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So yeah, that'll be something. Hopefully we can get that opinion up. Insufficient taxation capacity in Silesia. Alright. Let's go ahead and build something for taxes there. Expensive government goods, paper, and of course contested government. We'll deal with that here in a moment. So, let's go over to urban. Let's find our paper mills. Let's make sure they're going the farthest they can. They are. We don't have enough qualifications to fully staff the building. That's a problem, actually. So actually, I'm going to say that we should not expand the building. Let's go over here. Let's see if I can pull in any paper from anywhere. That's not going to be too bad. It's only 7, but it's something. Because I think if we don't have enough qualifications to staff a building like that, we probably don't have enough qualifications to staff most of our buildings. That'll use more paper. Academics and clergymen. This just gets academics. I'm fine with some clergymen for now. Let's go ahead and build up as much as we can here. Do I want to go full 10 in Brandenburg? Probably not. Let's get to 7. That'll work. That'll be okay. Paper and now iron, because we are building as much as we can here. What we should also do is... okay, now we're losing a lot of money, so... no, we won't do that. One of the things that the guide told me to think about is to actually try to start bankrolling Russia and or France until I can get a obligation on them. Not overly sure that I want to do that, but it's a lot of money. But at the very least, we should improve relations with the big powers around us. That gets us down to 400, so that's probably sufficient for now. Alright, so this is the Danish market. So I think if I have anything to attack, it's probably that I should attack Denmark. I'm going to do any attacking. Alright, so this is Holstein. Schleswig Holstein. So if we do a liberate subject play, we'll force Denmark to grant independence to Holstein. If I try to conquer them, it gives me 9.4 infamy. This doesn't give me any infamy. We probably shouldn't go to war immediately in a Victoria 3. At least go see what we're facing here. Let's take a look at our politics tab. Alright, it's not too bad on the government front. We have our King Friedrich Wilhelm von Hohenzollern, I think, with an heir of Friedrich Wilhelm II. And he is in armed forces, which puts the armed forces in the government, and otherwise the Junkers are in the government. Landowners, okay? For once, I don't know that I need to destroy the landowners, so we'll see here. What things are popular in the government and easily passable? Colonial exploitation, maybe. That's, you know... We will need some stuff in Africa eventually, but not at the moment. Alright, so we can outlaw dissent. So censorship gives us technology spread, but we get some suppression stuff. It would radicalize the trade unions, for whatever that's worth. So it gives us more authority, but it lowers technology spread even further. Not overly wanting to do that, but we'd have a lot of suppression that we'd be able to do. They're currently boosting the evangelical church. I don't think that's a terrible idea. But I think I want to bolster the armed forces for sure. And then maybe look at some taxes. We got liquor, luxury furniture, wine. These are not bad things to be taxing. Porcelain, luxury clothes. Porcelain is going to give me 3,000. That's not terrible. I think I'll do that for now. The pay needs to stay where it's at for now. So, okay. Now, 1.2 sped up the game a little bit. There's some performance enhancements that it had there. but it did also have this private construction tab. So we have stuff that gets put into the construction queue, and they can kind of use that a little bit from the investment pool. So whatever our law has for stuff. So right now, we could subsidize anything, and agrarianism gives us that investment pool contribution. Then would give us from farmers and aristocrats. Laissez-faire would give from capitalists and shopkeepers. And then cooperative ownership, even more from them. Command economy, there's just nothing there. That actually disables the investment pool. So I'm not overly certain what I want that to be on, but we'll see how things go. And then let's look at our journal. We have nothing that's active. The potential one here for North German Confederation is nationalism. German unification would be pan-nationalism. That's what we're basically going for. North German minor nations within our custom union and with high mutual relations might unify with us. So that's where we need to be going, is we need to focus on that. So let's take a look at our customs union. Okay. Again, that's where we might go ahead and make such them kind of go to our union. If I did go to war, that would be what it's for here. So I think these biggest countries within the group is where we need to be focusing ourselves on. So yeah, we'll improve relations. Have these custom union with so many people. And then so open market would be just to force them to open it up. Liberating subject would be here. Conquering state would be 9.4 infamy. I don't want it to do infamy, so yeah, let's unpause the game. There's going to be a lot of notifications that come up here. We have 150 soldiers. That's a lot. We have some clippers that are not coming in. All right. And lots of expensive government goods now. And now the Man of Wars is not productive. The paper's not productive extremely. Man of Wars, only one of them was not productive. Okay. We'll keep the other one around. Clippers. Can I get clippers? I can get 3 of them from Russia. That's enough. That we're dealing with. So, paper, iron, wood, and clippers. Okay. And of course, Man of Wars, but whatever. Let's actually declare our interest first. I want definitely an interest with Great Britain, France, and Iberia. These are trading interests. Market. Alright, so wood here. Let's go ahead and wait until the interests are actually established. That'll pop up over here, behind my face. The French have declared a rivalry with the Dutch. You know what? I'm going to declare a rivalry with the Dutch. That actually gives me some more influence. So if I wanted, I could probably declare a rivalry with Denmark too. But yeah, I can come over and begin improving relations with even more of the people in my area. Unproductive trade routes. Alright. Who declared a rivalry? France has declared a rivalry. How terrible. Oh, I'm still going to improve relations. Hopefully we can do that. Alright, so paper, iron, and clippers. Then Man of Wars. You'll notice our money is back pretty solid. So let's take a look here for paper. We need about 200. We're not going to be able to import anywhere near that, and nothing there. So we need to build on that. Iron, we need about 300. We can get 87. That ain't bad. We'll do all 3 of those. And then clippers. Here we need 8. Best I can do is 3. Do a couple of those. And all the way down for Man of War. Technically need 5. We can do this. That'll be okay, I think. Now you can see all these are unproductive. But I'm not overly sure that it's actually unproductive because the North Rhine requires something there. Okay. And we'll build 1. I'm not sure it's unproductive because it's the purpose of it is to lower the cost. And wouldn't hurt to necessarily get some trade agreements going either. So I think that this is a German state. Let's take a look. Holstein. Is Schleswig mentioned? Yes. Alright. So this would be available. So if I can get them free, I could theoretically do stuff. So if I did go to war, I could go to war for liberate subject, and it shouldn't? Who are you friends with? They're in a personal union. Really? So the conquering the states might make people far more angry than liberating them, I think, will. And if I liberate them, then I can just use diplomacy to make them happier and maybe be just fine. But I'm not sure if I need anyone to run that kind of play to form the stuff in 3 years, so let's just hang on. I'm chomping at the bit as I usually do in this game, but let's just hang on for now. For now. Alright. France is importing from us. They're a rival, but they're importing from us. That makes sense. Humiliation play. What would that do for me? What is a humiliation play? Just give me prestige? What does that do? So yeah, obviously if we tried to take Friesland, Holland, something like that, that would be a ton of infamy. We don't want that, but humiliation, I have no idea what that does. The Ottoman Empire has declared Greece to be their rival. Ottomans! Little Greece! Definitely a rival. Definitely a rival. Okay, so we've got the better taxation that we can get here. So, yeah, I like professional army. We can mobilize 51 battalions, which I think is the conscription. Yeah. But we get, better morale loss. The armed forces have political strength. The barracks levels, huge. This is basically a conscription model, and this is kind of like hanging out and the professional army model. I think that's very much better. All right, so suddenly we're losing... losing plenty of stuff here. All right, so some of our iron is unproductive. Let's take a look. We're gonna... I think we'll get rid of them that way. Should get rid of the clippers, that's fine. We've got a few men of wars that are unproductive. We'll get rid of that way. Alright, so this is there. Why was this down? Did France, is France no longer rivalry me? I'm not sure. I'm not sure why that went down to minus 40, but it did. That is okay. Wonder if Lip actually knocked us down. The answer to that is no. Do you owe us an obligation yet? No. Still, we're gonna stop bankrolling them. That's fine. That'll put us back up where we need to be, which is excellent. Yes, it is. Basically, we need to keep the great powers more on our side than on Austria's side. And then I think next up, we start building some iron mines. Just get them up to 5 for now. But you can see here how they're building some rye farms. So that's helpful, I think. And some unproductive trade routes for luxury clothes. Let's just get rid of that trade route then. Can we get anything for tools? I wonder. Nope. Nope. Nothing great for tools. Some iron here, still going good. Some unused construction production. What? No, there's not. All right. So, the government administration in Silesia was not enough. We definitely know that. Taxation capacity, yeah. So we're gonna need to build another one of these. And let's make sure that all of our government administration buildings... And let's actually just go standardized filing system. Central Archives was completed. And we don't need this anymore. But I will tell you that paper is no doubt extremely expensive now. That's fine. So let's take a look at our goods here for paper. It's only 43% above. It's not too bad, actually. But we definitely need to build some more paper here. The use of filing cabinets in the government administration has drastically increased the effectiveness of state bureaucracy. So we can get plus 5% bureaucracy horizontal filing cabinets boosts for 5 years, or we can store information about our citizens, which gets 4.5 thousand progress on technology of identification documents, which seems like the better option for me. Oh, no. Taxation capacity is still too much. We do still need this. So yeah, we're building those universities, and there's the philosophy department being done. So we're building the universities, and we'll get some of this stuff here, and I'm going to go ahead and move the government administration building up in Silesia as well. We have secured funding for philosophy departments in all our institutions of higher learning. The University of Brandenburg has chosen to focus this funding on advancing Hegemon dialects. So plus 25% university throughput for 5 years, which will help in funding some of these other buildings, particularly a colonial power. They need me to pass the colonies. That's okay. We can do that. Let's do colonial exploitation. What does this do? Throughput in unincorporated states goes up. Just colonial resettlement is fine. Radicalizes the rural folk, though. What can I do to fix that? I could pass a dedicated police force. Which I do not want to do. I think we just pass the colonial resettlement. And if I have to fight a civil war over it with the rural folk, I will do so. Not gonna hurt too bad, I don't think. Iron from the Russian market, okay. Okay. Oh, now we have an good shortage of it. And now it's unproductive. Well, which one is it? Are we short or is it unproductive? Alright, so here's the political movement. To preserve it, but not at the moment, no. Now this is going to go incredibly slow because I'm using up all my authority. But it is what it is. Now let's go to our journal. We can urbanize Prussia, patronize romanticism, munitions industry. We can have munitions plants, cash reserves greater than 25%, weekly profit greater than 0, the workforce occupancy greater than or equal to 50%, building level equal to 5 or more. Alright. From farms to factories, peasants need to be less than 35% of the total population. Alright. Do we have a munitions plant? Feel like we're Prussia, we should. Alright. Oh, now we have an unproductive trade route and a shortage of iron. That seems interesting. Open diplomacy? I can't propose a trade agreement. We have a very low GDP in comparison to many, many others. Saving game. Thank you. Alright, let's... just... until I can build more stuff, which we're losing money, so I'm not going to be building more stuff, you know, increasing my construction capacity here, so until I can, I don't really know how I'm going to fix those particular shortages. Or fix this particular stuff, because we keep having unproductive trade routes. Or the trades are just pretty much worthless. Paper coming in. We could use that one. But, of course, we're still... the iron's at 66.8% the price. But still, you know, inputting anything into it seems kind of worthless. And that's one thing that's really killing our economy right now, is actually that. We have clippers are at 67%, irons at 60%. That's crippling. Paper's at 44%. These are things that I use in the government, right? And to have them cost that much more is pretty crippling. Let's go to our tooling workshops. Let's make sure that everything is as good as it can be here. The paper mills, they're as good as they can be. The iron mines are doing what they can do. And what was the last one? Oh, clippers. All right. That was what, urban? That's in the ports, right? Oh, that's in development. Port. All right. Can I get away with this? I mean, that's going to fire a lot of people. I don't know if I can get away with that. So I'm not going to try. Unproductive trade routes for the man of wars and iron. Of course it is. Oh, hey, I have a thing here. The government's attempt to pass a colonial resettlement law has brought the ethics of colonialism to the forefront of the public debate. There's a 20% chance I get 10%, 40% chance I get 20% positive, but a 40% chance I get 10% negative. And we'll get political movement radicalism plus 25%. Or we can concede some of their points, in which case it becomes far more likely we get political movement support. Plus 20%. That was excellent. That was excellent. This is 3 years to do, so we've played a little under a year and a half. We're going to play about 2 years in this first episode, which is fine. Some of these relations that I started improving, they're not here. A proposal for a defensive pact with Hesse. Sure. That's going to be somewhere in here. Ah, you. Sure, let's begin improving relations with Hesse. we can begin improving relations with some of these lesser countries in the grouping. You know what? What is in Holstein? They got some logging camps. They got some wood. They have a port. Not much if I tried to annex it. So obviously the timer is also being impacted by the fact that we don't have up to 80% government support here. But, you know, it's okay. I'm going to stop bolstering them. I want to be bolstering only what's in my government. See if we can't do some more there. All right, I can throw extra taxes up, but that's not really going to be a good thing here. So I could get this. This would give me some radicals from standard of living, but it would give me 16,000 more. I don't think I'm hurting yet, but if I did ever need to go to war, that's where we're getting money from. Oh, do I not have an interest? Oh. It's at least that might be why we had that. Yeah, so we're going to lose the interest in Iberia and gain the interest in... Nice. We're up to 53% chance. The US one, there was one I had this kind of thing that had this kind of thing and went the entire election cycle until finally I had to change the government out after an election to get to 100% before it finally passed. And then I had one pass with like an 18% chance in the next try. Alright, so now, yeah, that was the problem. I no longer had an interest in Russia. Well, I can see where that would be a problem. See, I'm just not sure how we can have expensive government goods and then bringing stuff in to fix that is unproductive. I'm not seeing that. Alright, so we're building the government administration buildings as we speak. Okay. Alright. It's just slow building. Because we only have 30. I'm used to more. That's okay. I think I'll go through January 1st and then call the episode. I hope you're enjoying having Victoria 3 back. Hopefully we can continue on and it stays faster as we get into the late game. It's supposed to. It's definitely supposed to. But one thing I'm interested in here. North German minor nations within our custom union and with high mutual relations might unify with us. I'm very curious. if we're gonna be able to kind of see if positive or negative there. That would be interesting. Alrighty. I've been Taco Bell Gaming, and in 3 more days, I'll see you next time. Alright, we got some 10% bureaucracy there. We do have some bureaucracy to use. Not really sure what to use it on. But I'll see you next time.